proud of East region of Kazakhstan because it is like a crown of the country. The region has all mining wealth of the state. That is Rudny Altai, which is also called the necklace of Kazakhstan. Eastern Kazakhstan borders with Russia, China, and Mongolia. Here, one can meet steppes and deserts of Asia, together with mountainous taiga of Siberia. All of this creates a unique range of landscapes, from desert to mountains with icy peaks. The first explorers were amazed by the beauty of these places. They compared it with that of Switzerland. Tourism opportunities in Eastern Kazakhstan have a huge potential. In that small area, everyone can find a suitable type of recreation. There are both traditional and cultural tourism, which include different types of outside activities, and the new trend named ecotourism. First of all, ecotourism in Eastern Kazakhstan is developed in preserved areas. It is important to note that the natural areas in the eastern part of the region are preserved very well. There are virgin pine and large forests, wild meadows and tundra, a large number of rivers and lakes, including mountainous large areas free of settlements. These places have a high attractiveness of its landscape. There are world natural monuments such as Beluka Mountain, Kokolsky Waterfall, one of the largest and most beautiful waterfalls in the Altai, Markokol, Zaysan Lake, Irtysh River. All of that demonstrates the global significance of this part of region. The vast majority of them located in highly protected areas. There are 14 such preserved areas on the territory of Eastern Kazakhstan. Markokol, West Altai, and Katan-Karagay are among them. Tour operators are carrying out different active ecological tours. Among them are climbing, rafting, riding, cycling, skiing, and others, such as research tours, combined ones, cultural, even fishing and hunting. But trip by Altaisky Trails is one of the most popular ones. This is an incredible journey on horseback in the mountains of southern Altai, known for its unforgettable surrounding landscape. On its alpine meadows and pine forests, one can see bears and deer. Route of the tour across the southern Altai passes through the foot of Bergtal Mountain. Another popular activity is a mountain river rafting. It is developed in Malaya Alba River from its outflow, along the rivers Belaya, Brelbuktarma, and Aba. East Kazakhstan is a region of rich history and culture. From time immemorial, various religions and cultural traditions were coexisting here with different people who inhabited these places. Memorial complex of Abay and Shakarim, built in the Jiltibai tract, right in the heart of Eurasia, is a great evidence of that. This is a historical and cultural museum of the two famous poets, great thinkers of the Kazakh people, whose names are known throughout the world. Semey, the second largest city in the region, is considered the cultural capital of the country. The great Russian writer Fyodor Dostoevsky was working here. There is a museum with the same name where you can touch personal things of the great Russian author. There is another art museum named Nesvarov's. It presents the greatest unique paintings of Levitan, Shishkin, Kosteyev, and Rembrandt. Uсть-Kamenogorsk city is the center of East Kazakhstan region. It is the largest industrial and transportation center of Rudny Altai. Beautiful temples, mosques, extant monuments are the remarkable site of Uсть-Kamenogorsk city. There are situated unique mounds of Beryl, Chelyabinsk, which astonish the world with their findings. Burial mounds of Beryl with hundreds of artifacts were studied by scientists since mid-19th century. Nowadays, investigations were carried out together with French and Italian archaeologists. This is the place where Royal Mound number 11 was found in 1998. There were 13 horses in expensive attire that accompanied Sak warrior and his woman on their last journey. Many unique historical sites and attractions of Eastern Kazakhstan are still not so well known. However, every traveler can discover new corners of the Eastern Kazakhstan, whether he is a citizen of Kazakhstan or not. Health-related tourism is also well developed in the Eastern Kazakhstan. Thousands of tourists, both foreigners and locals, come here for health resumption. East Kazakhstan resorts offer different kinds of treatment, including a ponto treatment, mud, and radiant therapy. They are practiced in spa resorts of Alakol Lake, one of the most beautiful places in Kazakhstan. It is located in the northeastern part of Jangar Alatau Mountains. The salt lake is rich with hydrogen sulfide, mineral waters, which are famous for their effective healing properties. Alakol can hardly be called a lake. It is a real sea. Its expanses are endless. Shores of the lake is scattered with beautiful well-rounded pebbles. Name of Alakol is translated as colorful. During just one day, it can change the color of milk to sky blue, from sky blue to emerald green salad. This effect is created by underground keys and the uneven depths of the lake. Another specific feature of it is salty water. That's why it has a considerable recreational potential like any other Sibinsky lakes. The most popular places in summer is Bukhtarma Water Reservoir. There are more than 60 different resorts here. Around them is pine forests, picturesque rocks, unique nature, fresh and clean air. These are the main components of a good rest. That is beautiful beach vacation on Alakal Lake. It is the second largest inland piece of water in Kazakhstan and the only deep sea environment of inland lakes in the country. Another picturesque lake is Shibindikol. Here are both beautiful beaches and high mountains which are covered with lush evergreen vegetation and peaks capped with granite rocks of unusual shape. Specific feature of Shibindikol is silence and peace, so needed for big families. Lake Perch has always been famous for its soft water and beautiful stone mountains. The lake water is very much alike that of sea. Different types of fish breed here. Tench, perch, crucian carp are among them. Thus, it is also an attractive place for the most avid fishermen. Sibinska group of lakes is represented by 5 ones: Karkol, Korzhenkol, Shalkar, Torchkarkol, and Sadarkol. The lakes are situated at an altitude of 700 to almost 900 meters above the sea level, and most part of them is protected by rocky slopes. Lake Markakol beauty can be compared with the deepest lake in the world, Lake Baikal. Highland Lake is attractive not only because of its size and spectacular landscapes, but for its water fish, grayling and askucha. On the shore of the lake, there are some interesting places. Ski resorts are unquestionable heritage tourism industry of Eastern Kazakhstan. They are Nurtau, Altaysky Alpi, Edelweiss, Stardust, and others. Ski resorts are located in ecologically clean area surrounded by mixed forests of pine, fir, larch, birch, and aspen. This is a wonderful place for active winter recreation, both for experienced skiers and snowboarders, as well as for amateurs. Tourism in the Eastern Kazakhstan is extraordinarily diverse. A wide range of tourism routes allows selecting hiking, horse riding, rafting on mountain rivers of various difficulty, climbing, skiing, exciting hunting and fishing. Having passed through the land of Eastern Kazakhstan, having breathed in clean and fresh air, having seen the golden sunrises of steppe, admiring the civil waters of waterfalls, lakes and rivers, you will definitely fall in love with this wonderful country.